Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This spoiler video, major stuff is going down, and we're jumping straight into talking about spoilers. Major death of a character that, if you're an OG Naruto fan, if you've been around since the beginning, this might mess you up big time. This is a very important character from the OG series. You might not want to read this. You might not want to hear this. So I am giving you a heads up if you can't take it. If you're too weak to withstand right now hearing about a beloved character death from the original Naruto series in the latest chapter of Boruto with these spoilers, scram. Bounce up out of here, because we are about to talk about some heavy stuff. I only know one major spoiler, but it's very major, so that's why I'm giving you guys a warning. This is going to be a they pulled the trigger on a beloved character, so I'll leave it at that. Without further ado, people, let's read. We got a full-on synopsis of spoilers for the upcoming chapter of Boruto, and yo, Kishimoto, this is what he decided to do. Let's read.
No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done. No matter how you move, get it done.
Boruto Chapter 55 Summary. Scans by Abdul S17. Translations by Night Baron. The chapter starts with Naruto having a conversation with Kurama. Naruto thinks that he is dead due to his overuse of the Baryon mode, but Kurama tells him that he is indeed alive, just unconscious to the outside world. Okay, alright. Kurama says, "I've come to say goodbye. In case you were wondering, this is our last conversation, so I'll speak while I can." Oh my god, yes, people. That's the extent of what I know so far about these spoilers. That is what I know. Oh my god, yo. What? Naruto thanks Kurama for being by his side after all these years, despite not having a father or a mother. He says, "I see. Just like mother and father, you are also. No, this is different. There are still many things, but in any case, I'm glad you're here. Thank you." Kurama mentions that due to their strong link, they managed to successfully pull off Baryon mode and also succeeded in defeating Ishiki Otsutsuki. Naruto says that it hasn't ended yet. There is still Boruto, Kawaki, and the village too. Kurama says you need to deal with that on your own now. Kurama explains that usually when a tailed beast is extracted from the host dies. Yes, this is something that needs to be explained, because if not, it's kind of a little bit like, whoa! But this is not the case with Naruto. Naruto will not die, as only the chakra for the tailed beast has been depleted, finished, as opposed to the tail beast being extracted from the host, which is different. Kurama says, "The price of Baryon mode is my life, not yours. I lied to you this one time." Oh my god, we'll keep reading in a second, but woo! That's why I had to give that warning in the beginning of this video, people. Yo, that right there, yo. Strong. Very strong. Holy shit. Kurama thinks that Naruto would have not agreed to the plan if he knew the truth. As Kurama departs, he warns Naruto to be careful because he does not have the powers of a Jinchuriki anymore. Yeah, this is gonna change everything. And just quickly, let's look at the optics and the dynamics of this. And again, when we get the full chapter with the visuals and everything, we will talk about this, because this is something that's burning in my mind right now. Once again, Kishimoto at the helm, just like he's done all of Naruto. And even though this is Boruto series and whatnot, Sasuke lost a power-up. Sasuke lost an eye. Naruto lost a power-up. He lost Kurama. Two of the biggest things that even I remember in my heyday talking about the franchise, I used to debate back and forth, well, what about if Sasuke didn't have his Sharingan, and what about if Naruto didn't have Kurama? Now we're about to know. Panel switch. Naruto wakes up and finds Boruto hugging him with Sasuke right by his side. Kawaki wakes up shortly after. Naruto and Sasuke have a conversation about how Naruto's recklessness and how he almost died. Kawaki wants to go home and discuss these events in detail, so Naruto requests Boruto to use his karma to create a space-time portal so they can all go home. Boruto looks at Sasuke, but Sasuke says that his Rinnegan is now useless. Like I said, you know, Rennet gone, and Kurama's gone. God damn it. Sorry, just had to correct something real quick. Boruto has a sudden flashback of Momoshiki stabbing Sasuke's Rinnegan. Sasuke says, This is reality. It's not your fault. We went into this fight with the resolution to die. It's only lucky that we're alive. Panel switch. Code wakes up from his nap, observes the Ten Tails to check if everything is normal. Code then reveals that he is also a vessel to Ishiki Otsutsuki, but a failed vessel. He says, this karma is a failure. Unlike Kawaki, I could never become a vessel. That's probably, I'm imagining, because he's an android, similar to like Delta. Suddenly, Ishiki appears from Code's karma. Code is shocked. Ishiki mentions that his soul will soon be extinguished, but the will of the Otsutsuki will never cease to exist. Code, his quote-unquote faithful and beloved servant, will inherit the powers of an Otsutsuki and carry out the will of Ishiki. Code must feed Kawaki and Boruto to the Ten Tails and grow the God Tree, the Shinju aka Divine Tree. Ishiki tells Code that he must become the one and only God. He must eat the chakra fruit from the God Tree and become a new Otsutsuki, basically updating himself. Code and Ishiki's dialogue ends with Code saying, from the bottom of my heart, I will get rid of the people who robbed me of you. Wow. It's almost like Code now is kind of sounding like Naruto's situation of, losing Kurama. He's losing Ishiki. Was like Ishiki like that type of figure, the way he's talking? Panel switch. Boruto activates his karma and tries to open up a space-time portal, but it does not seem to work. Kawaki then mentions that Boruto's karma is weak and also comments that Boruto is afraid of using the powers of his karma because Momoshiki might take over again. Kawaki says, are you scared that he'll come out? Kawaki then mentions that while his karma is gone, Boruto's karma is still intact. I'll erase your karma myself. I'll definitely do something about it. Kawaki no longer has karma, but he is still 80% Otsutsuki, so Boruto and Kawaki both simultaneously use the powers of karma and successfully open up a space-time portal to Konoha. Sasuke grabs Naruto and runs towards the portal as it was only going to last seconds. Back at Konoha, Shikamaru is worried about the outcome of the fight as he is still yet to receive an update. Unexpectedly, Shikamaru gets a signal indicating that Boruto, Kawaki, Naruto, and Sasuke are back in Konoha as their chakra was picked up by the sensory team. The sensory team did not detect any other chakra, so Shikamaru happily informs the rest that they've defeated the Otsutsuki. Katatsuke and Sumide cheer up, but Amado asks for Kawaki and wonders if he is okay. As the panel switches, we see Sumide staring at Amado as if she suspects Amado of something. Shikamaru tells the medical team to quickly rush to the scene as all of them are heavily injured. Shikamaru says apparently they are all hurt, but they are good. Anyways, let's go where they are and see in more detail. The scene switches to Naruto saying, oh my, we're back in our village. Kawaki tells Boruto to become more independent, but Boruto says that as long as Kawaki is with him, he feels like he can do anything. On the last page, Code mutters the names of Kawaki, Amado, Sasuke, Naruto, and Momoshiki's vessel, Uzumaki Boruto. Yo, wow, a lot to unpack, and again, we will, once we have the visuals and stuff, we'll do the full review like we always do of Boruto chapter 55. Yo, wow. I can't even speak right now. So Kurama's dead, gone for good, and it's making me wonder if this wasn't planned from the very beginning in terms of Kurama, because just think about how much involvement he's really had in the series. A lot of times they are okay with killing off a character in a series if they haven't been around a long time, like think Neji, for example, because they try to make it easier for younger readers or viewers or things like that. So potentially that's what it was. I don't know, or maybe Kishimoto came in, because it does feel a lot more Kishimoto-esque for Naruto to lose something at the same time Sasuke loses something. Just think back to Shippuden. Naruto lost Jiraiya, Sasuke lost Itachi. Like, it's always been the case, and it happened here again. Code stepping up. Again, a lot of questions with Code. Like, so Code is definitely stepping up and, taking over the mantle as main villain as of this chapter, because now, Ishiki left him some type of karma mark, karma seal. I'm curious, why is he a failed one? I'm imagining, again, it has something to do with potentially him being mechanical or robotic, similar to like Delta, something like that. But holy shit, this chapter, Boruto 55, wow, R.I.P. to the nine-tailed fox, Kurama. Although, I gotta say, I don't think it'll be permanent. Just remember something big. If anything, this is going to be beautiful with Kurama, because he's going to be free now. And I'm not just speaking even in the metaphoric of like Neji being free as a bird, so to speak. I'm talking about now Kurama, because remember, the tail beasts, they don't die. They get reborn, reincarnated, and they go back into the wild. So probably later on down the road we will see like a baby chibi Kurama or something like that, and maybe it'll even be like Himawari's pet, similar to like how we had that episode of Himawari wanting the Shukaku pet, and Shukaku was like that little chibi eyes thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Himawari befriends a chibi Kurama at some given point. That would be exciting, but very, very curious, extremely curious. You guys' thoughts, input, impact. How do you feel right now? Kurama's death, Code becoming the main villain, and what is up with Sumide's strange feeling about Amado? I've been saying it, and yeah, where do you think the story's going from here? Code taking over the mantle. Why is he a failed vessel? I can only attribute it to that he is a mechanical creation, and I wouldn't be surprised if Code isn't going to be alone. And Amado, he's worked up all of this because he wanted to possibly either get rid of Ishiki, or it was a part of his plan and he couldn't let Ishiki know, to still make Ishiki's plans go through, but just with Code, not with him, or something else. I don't freaking know. This is wow. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life. Have an awesome day. Peace in, and R.I.P. Kurama. Wow, I can't even believe it right now.
So just go to